Ladies and gentlemen, hello! Welcome back for another episode of CasualCraft. With me, I'm your host RedRipz, Dreadlock Caster, back once again like the Renegade Master. And here today we're on Polar Night LE. This is one of the new maps with Season 5 of WCS starting. And, well, yeah, I hope you all had a really good bank holiday weekend, full of WCS action. It's been absolutely fantastic watching Bomber win that, with obviously some amazing performances by J-Dong. So in the spirit of Zerg, we're going to have a ZVZ here on Polar Night. And starting off at the bottom end of the map, here in the 6 o'clock position, we have the red Zerg player. Today's brother from another mother is Slice. Speaking of mothers, Slice your man, right here, at the bottom of Polar Night LE. Now, he's a Diamond League player. He's looking pretty good here. Now, I think he... that's all very nice. Now, at the top of the map, speaking of mothers once again, we have Your Mum, another Diamond League player, up in the blue at the 12 o'clock position here on Polar Night LE. Now, this is, as I say, one of the brand new maps here on the ladder. Excuse me. So, we should be seeing some interesting plays out of this because, well, basically, there isn't really a meta worked out for it yet. I mean, there's obviously the sort of, here we've got the main base, we've got a nice ramp down the front into the second base. If I just zoom out slightly, you might be able to see slightly better. You've got a nice ramp down the front from quite a wide main. There's quite a lot of little secret gaps there. Down into a second, then we've got rocks down to a hidden third at the back here, which is obviously behind bushes. And then this all heads down to the middle where it just gets bigger and bigger, and you've got more bushes and things, and then you've got your fourth possible there. Either way round, and then a dangerous sixth over on the far side. And the middle of the map's really quite open. You've got this chunk in the middle, you've got the Zelnaga watchtowers either side. The overlords aren't going to be kissing there today. And obviously all these are massive and open. There's loads of ramps everywhere. It's actually quite, despite the amount of scenery, I feel like it's quite open. There's some really huge spaces for engagements here. So we'll see what happens. Now, straight away we've got Your Mum going for the hatch first on 15. That was pretty standard, really, Zerg play. And obviously we've got Slice doing a similar thing, although he actually went pool first. I think he did that on, I guess that was a 15 pool with the hatch behind that on 15 as well. Possibly 16, I'm not 100%. But yeah, general ZZZ stuff. So we should actually see Slice getting some slightly early units out here, but the actual economic league's negligible because, yeah, I mean, it just the way it works with the queens, you need to get your hatcheries up relatively early, but of course if you can get the queens up nice and early, then it works just as well. So it's sort of 50-50. Now we've got Your Mama, his or her, we'll call it her spawning pool, Your Mum's spawning pool, right at the top here of the map's down now. We've got the gas coming in for her as well, so it looks like she's going to be getting some gas to get the, obviously, so she's going to be getting some gas out to get the ling speed out nice and early. Obviously very, very standard stuff there. We're going to be seeing a similar thing, I'd imagine, out of Slice, although he's actually not hit the gas yet, so it does look like he'll probably be going some sort of 3-hatch play. Your Mum's actually going to be scouting around all over the place. She's a fickle bitch, isn't she? Having a good look around there. We might see a third base out before too long, because it's not typical to leave the gas this late unless you're just trying to go hard. The hardest of economies. The fist pump for hardness. Now it is Tuesday, of course. This is episode 26 of CasualCraft now, and I'm feeling fantastic, to be honest. I'm actually in an especially good mood this week, so that should be nice. Now we're going to be seeing the queen coming down the front here, having a little scout about. We've got the lings coming out first here from Your Mum. These are going to be heading down at the bottom end of the map and have a little look around. But of course, Slice does have his own lings out here at the front, so the lings of Your Mum aren't going to be doing too much now. They're going to be tickling at the edges rather than actually doing any decent assault damage. I mean, to be honest, if you get a few lings in nice and early on and your opponent's not bothered to build any and there's no spine crawlers down, as we're seeing here now, he's getting a spine crawler down. Often they just go in and pick off a queen or something nice like that. It's pretty good. We're seeing the queen chase away Slice's overlord here. Your Mum's a queen, indeed, and she's going to be chasing that away now. I don't think we'll actually see this taken out, as queens are pretty much the slowest thing in the game on the ground. Obviously, overlord's pretty much just as slow in the air. And looking at this, actually, the overlord is actually slightly quicker. Oh, there it goes. It's slightly slower, sorry. So, yeah, that was obviously caught there. There's going to see some supply issues there. Well, actually, nothing straight up because he's built the overlords to replace it already. Then we're getting double evos down at the front here. Looks like we're going to be trying blocking this off, getting a nice sort of walled-in 2-base build going on here from Slice there. He's not really looking at any of the tech yet. He's still not got his gas out, so I'd imagine he's just going to be droning, and then going heavy into some lings or something like that. Meanwhile, Your Mum's going to be having a little scout about, splitting up the lings, having a little look, seeing what Slice is up to. So with that in mind, we've got the roach one down the front. This queen's going to easily block up these lings. We're not going to see them go anywhere. They're just going to get punched in the face by this spine crawler. All very nice. Meanwhile, at the top of the map, of course, Your Mum is just getting tech up. We're getting the baneling nest down now with an evo chamber around the back there, and we're still mining gas there. I'm actually not sure quite why we're going to be getting quite so much gas. He's got the extractor coming down now as well, so we could be seeing something all in here. If we're seeing some sort of just the sort of this level of gas, you kind of, unless you're going to be getting a lot of banelings out suddenly, it's not really necessary to have quite as much as that. And I think There we go. Nice one, Slice. Beating off your mum once again. It's all good beating off your mum. And of course your mum's actually turned up and taken that Zelnaga back. I quite like how these two can see each other here. If we just have a little glance there. Oh, not quite. No, you can't actually see that because of the smoke. So they're not actually aware if they've got each other's towers there yet, unless you've got both of them. Not seeing any upgrades here out of your mum yet, out of Slice yet. He's just going to start mining his gas now. He's got 4 extractors down, gone straight for the hatchery. So once he gets to 100, we should be seeing the metabolic boost coming down and also some upgrades before too long because he's rushing out the gas right now with the 4 gas build there. We've seen all the gas of your mum being used up there out the way, and that's going to be going on 1-1. Looks like we'll be getting some baneling upgrades out the back of that as well. Not too much going on, just fighting with the Zelnaga watchtowers here. And as your mum is actually moving on to the 3rd base now, she should be looking quite nice there. And same with Slice there. It looks like we're both taking the same 3rd base there actually up the front, and saving this slightly better protected base out the back for later in the game it seems. So that makes a lot of sense, to be honest. It's a lot easier to defend further back bases because obviously the mutants have further to fly. So it's going to be an issue there, less of an issue there if you can defend that into the late game. And with that, we're not actually seeing. There's the layer coming down. I was wondering what we were getting all this gas for if we weren't going to be getting a layer out, unless it was going to be something all in, and we're not going to be seeing that. So it looks like both players will be taking their 3rd base, keeping on droning up. We're going to see another roach one coming here out of your mum. So we should be seeing the typical sort of baneling roach composition out of your mum, nothing too out of this world. Same here with Slice as well, just very typical early gameplay here out of both these Zerg players. Now it's quite interesting this map. I'll be interested to see which base the players take next, whether they go for the sort of the forward one here, which obviously is a little bit more difficult to defend because it's really weak to run by. There's absolutely no way of walling that in with anything, or if they try and take one perhaps down the back here by clearing out these rocks, or even look over the far side. I mean, this isn't really the base you want to be taking. I'd say that's the 6th base right there, but we'll have to wait and see, I guess, now as the players are both expanding their creep here. We've got Slice doing slightly better at that at the moment, but not too far ahead, as obviously it benefits both players to be on creep, although obviously you get your own vision now. We're seeing little run-bys here and there as well for your mum, but it's all good. It's all good, really. Let's keep going with it. So I'm just going to quick swig of my brew. A nice big slurp to prove that there's actually liquid in it, and with that we're going to be going back up now. Slice has actually raced ahead slightly on supply there. I think it's probably because of his superior drone count, I'd imagine. No, it's only slightly ahead on the drones. In fact, no, he's not even ahead on the drones. He's behind, so he's got more units out. So yeah, we've got 10 extra roaches out of Slice there. So he's slightly more in the way of an attacking position at the moment. But obviously that does put him behind on economy. And the reason his supply has gone so high is because all these roaches are 2 supplies as opposed to the 1 supply of the drones that your mum will be making behind this. Now, we've seen quite a lot of creep spread here out of Slice. I like this a lot. It's always very good. He's getting all his bases connected up. Same with your mum up the top here. She's looking very tasty today, your mum is. I can say that for free. Now, as well, looks like we're getting some roaches together, having a little wander about, not doing too much. Both players going for 2-2 now, and we're getting a roach speed as well out of Slice here. So it does look like he'll be going quite heavily into the roaches, actually, as both players are. And neither player's gone for the 1 attack upgrade there. So we might be seeing some sort of roach hydra composition here now, as I think your mum might well have picked up a hydra den. Yep, there we are. That's going down. We're getting the groove spines out of that as well. All tasty stuff. So with that, we're going to be getting the infestation pits out for Slice. Going to be building that. I don't actually think he's put that down yet. I haven't seen him do it. He's getting his Hydralis den out. He's getting a macro hatch down as well. Yeah, no infestation pit yet. So he's not looking for the 3rd tier yet. He's just going to be... Oh, no, there it is. It's just literally just started as I say that. Oh, sorry, that's Slice's. So... No, it doesn't look like it doesn't look, sorry, it's your mum's even. So it doesn't look like Slice will actually be taking that yet. It looks like he's going for a much more sort of all-in type build there. As his forces are building up now with 26 roaches out for him and a much larger amount of overlords. He's preparing for the roach max as best as he can. And I imagine he'll be getting some hydras in behind that now. It'd be good to see some pressure out of either player. Really, it's been relatively quiet so far. Both players just sort of sitting back and doing what Zerg players like to do best, which is just macro up really. So hopefully we'll be seeing something out here now as Slice will be moving out across the map now, and obviously with your mum seeing that with the Zelnaga there, he should be pulling together his roaches, and you'd imagine he'll be building a whole bunch more as the Hydralisks for his Slice are going to be coming out now as well, so we should be seeing a whole load more units coming out for your mum here. Otherwise she's really going to struggle to take it, which is something that your mum never normally does, let's face it. So with that in mind, we're going to see a little back and forth engagement here, not too much in the way of damage done, as Slice seems to think that your mum has more than she actually does. Now if we just have a little look at the unit counts once again, Slice is ahead on the Hydralisks, he's ahead on, we're only slightly ahead on the roaches. It looked like your mum actually spotted those in time, managed to get them out. So actually we're not going to be seeing too much of an advantage there for Slice as the game progresses into the middle late half of the mid game. So I'm going to be clearing out these rocks here. Looks like Slice will be taking a 4th base before too long. Meanwhile, your mum's going to be moving out. And this the fact that he's taking the 4th base here actually means that the front of Slice's base is actually completely exposed at the moment, although we can see this coming. So with it being on the creep. So with your mum moving up very, very, very quickly here, Slice is going to have to pull his units back and try and launch some sort of defence for this 3rd base against the brutal, relentless onslaught of your mum. Yeah. So that's all very tasty. Now, just have a look about, seeing a little bit of an engagement here. Seeing the Overseer just taken down by a Queen there, it's all very good. Slice is going to be moving out here, so we'll see some little back and forth here between both players. I don't think we're going to be seeing too much in the way of damage there, just a few of your mum's units picked off at the back there, but at this point your mum is actually slightly behind on the, or was slightly behind on the unit count now, but she looks like she's going to be getting her troops together at the top of this ramp for an engagement, and obviously Slice isn't going to go and straight into that there, despite I think he might have the slightly higher unit count. If we just have a look, we've got same number of drones for both players. We have slightly more roaches for your mum, but slightly less hydras for slightly more hydras for Slice. So we should see slightly more damage output for Slice here as the engagement does come in, and both players are going to be absolutely ruining each other here with these massive armies. And it does look like that Slice should be able to deal with this. He's got way more hydras down, so he should be able to deal with DPS to deal with this. Although actually his roaches have fallen now, so that is an issue for him as he's going to start losing hydras pretty quickly there. Although to be honest, I think he could have kept engaging this, because to be honest, he's pretty much back at the top of his game there. I mean, yes, he's getting out 31 more roaches. We are finally seeing the hive come down now for Slice as well. And to be honest, I think he could have continued that, because I think both players were on the same 2-2 upgrades as well. Yep, absolutely. So I do feel that unless your mum had some kind of amazing roach micro going down, it would have been a straight up stomping victory for Slice there, and he could have actually taken out this base. But never mind, it's all good. It's a safer option to withdraw, regroup, get your forces together again, and go in for the second attempt now, as your mum is actually going for 3 missile attacks upgrade and defence. So we're going to have to be seeing some late game stuff here out of Slice before too long, as his hive is a lot later than your mum's. And we're coming into the engagement once again here now, with all the roaches at the front here for your mum. It's actually going to be taking a lot of damage there to get them in, so we're going to have to move the hydras back slightly and hopefully pulling the roaches forward there for your mum, for Slice even. And with the rest of Slice roaches falling here, it actually looks like your mum's going to be doing a lot more damage here. His Zam's in a much better position with the way that his roaches were at the front. He had a much better concave at the start, although it does look like Slice should be able to take a good number of troops down here. It does look like that your mum's actually managed to get ahead in that battle, as we've got the slightly higher supply count for Slice there, and yeah, he's going to be falling down through that fight. So we're only down to bugger all now, basically, for Slice, but equally bugger all for your mum, really. Although he does have a slightly higher unit count, it's not really that much to shout home about there, as I think Slice is actually going to be looking for the 3-3 upgrade before very long here, and hopefully moving into that before long, as I say, because at this rate your mum is massively ahead on upgrades, and he does look like if he can get an army together, which obviously with this supply lead that he has, he or she should be able to deal with that quite nicely. So we've got the 4th base down here for Slice. We haven't seen a 4th base out of your mum yet, so she's going to start having some economy troubles pretty soon if she doesn't start getting that out. There's no intention of a 4th base here, it seems, yet, because we're not seeing these rocks taken out at the front or anything like that. Although obviously that would have been quite difficult with your mum, with Slice making some sort of engagement there now. So with that in mind, Slice is going to be going for his 3-3 upgrades at last. He should be moving out across the map before long, and he really needs to get this engagement finished before these upgrades finish, because that's not going to be good for him if he's engaging with similar sized armies as your mum. And I think actually your mum's ahead on troops once again there. We've got similar numbers of hydras, slightly more roaches for your mum there, which does give them supply advantage. And actually with 3-3 finishing up here now, we're going to see your mum really take this fight here, as Slice will just be doing lots and lots of troops there to that. There's much better concave for your mum as well, and yeah, 3-3 is finished up for your mum now, so he's nicely ahead in that respect though. So he does need to actually try and move and see if he can get some sort of 4th base up there. I think that would be quite good for him. It would definitely move his economy on, as he's going to start moving out there. Like we've got the obviously the main being mined out here. We're seeing the 2nd running pretty dry at this stage, and the 3rd will obviously be doing a similar thing. So with that in mind, yeah, your mum is going to be moving up there. We're going to see these rocks cleared out at the back here, and we should be seeing a 4th base out your mum before too long. So in that respect, Slice obviously he's had the 4th base up for slightly longer, and well, he's got the advantage in resources to make, well, had the advantage in resources to make up for that now. So to be honest, at this point, I'd say that your mum's definitely ahead. She's had a much bigger army for the last few minutes. She's already got 3-3 out, and is generally with this Roach Hydra composition looking really quite good, to be honest. It's pretty dangerous for Slice here, so we'll have to wait and see what he can do. He is getting out the Spire though, which obviously great thing to have. It means you can get against this sort of slow ground army like this. You can be starting getting on harass at the top end of the map here. If we just check out the different bases at the top there, we could. I mean, really, like you could just run in here and even get the hive, to be honest, before the Hydras were able to get home, as the creep spread is dwindling slightly across the middle there. As your mum was actually taking it out. We're going to be seeing Slice moving back into his own base here just to try and defend up. He's going to be getting some spine crawlers down, making sure that your mum can't just stomp in and kill everything, or at least enough stuff there to slow her down, so she doesn't ruin the evening like she has a habit of doing. Now, if we've Just take a little glance there. Obviously, your mum's maxed out now, so really should be starting to engage right away if she can, because she needs to make some full advantage of this advantage that she's got, obviously, with Slice still sitting on 2-2, and obviously there's 3-3 being 50 seconds away still. Your mum's in a perfect position here, because she's got much higher, well, 10 higher supply, and also just generally has way more stuff in terms of upgrades. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens. We're going for the Great Aspire here for Slice now, so it looks like we'll be going for Broodlords behind this. So we're seeing your mum move in here, and just Sliced army absolutely falling. The Spine Crawlers are being really useful, but the extra DPS of the 3-3 upgrades of your mum is just going to completely push that out. And although your mum wasn't actually able to completely finish that there, I'm kind of would have liked to have seen sort of a continued engagement, but with the reinforcements of Slice turning up now, that opportunity has been missed, and we should be just generally seeing Slice rebuilding his army now, and going for the full 3-3 upgrade. He hasn't actually got the 3 defense finished yet. It's just about to do now. But with that done, as long as he can keep his supply up, he just have a really good economy at the moment. With obviously with both players having 4 bases now, they should absolutely be able to remax in no time at all now. And your mum is going to be moving out across the map again. Just having a little look here, taking out some overlords. All very nice. It's good to do. It's obviously get them out of the way. We've also seen the melee attacks 1 being done. We're also seeing pathogen glands come down as well here. So we should be seeing some infestors out of your mum before too long. Obviously, this is great against these spread out ground armies. You can get loads of them at once, and even better if Slice goes into to Mutalisks or something like that. So yeah, we're seeing your mum engage once again with a slightly larger army. You're going to be taking down a lot of that stuff there, and we've got the Corruptors coming across the map here just to try and turn into Broodlords in time. They're not really going to do that much there, if they're especially if they're sat there and just being killed, which is not really ideal, let's face it. So we're going to have to see a lot more ground army out of Slice here if he's hoping to deal with this, instead of just morphing his Broodlords right on top of the red player's army here now, and he's right on top of your mum's army here now, as your mum is actually just going to be taking out the front of these. We've seen the first Broodlords come down now though, so this should be able to clear out this army, and as long as the Broodlords can be kept safe, Slice should be in a pretty good position now to turn the game back in his favour, as long as he can get that down. I mean, he does have to get the melee upgrades, as he hasn't bothered with that yet, and again, your mum is ahead in that sense of upgrading, but with these extra reinforcements your mum here might be able to push in here. We're just going to have to see more and more Broodlords coming down. These 3 units are so cost efficient. It would be really good to see this army die, but it does look like it's just going to be surviving here, as the units of your mum are actually completely capable to take down the little broodlings before they can really do anything much. And we've even seen the Queens of Slice come over now to try and transfuse the Broodlords in the hope of keeping them alive and maybe defending this attack. But it's really looking good in the middle here of Slice base here, as your mum has more and more troops streaming in, and it's just generally reinforcing and looking really good. I'm not quite sure what Slice is going to be able to do at this stage, unless he can really somehow find a way of fending off this attack here, as the massive, well, sort of the forces of your mum move up now at the main base here of Slice. We're going to see all this stuff die here in the main of Slice there, so that's not be very good there for Slice. We're not actually seeing any further reinforcements head across the map. It does look like your mum will be pulling back after this army does die, although it's, to be honest, I say if it dies, we're going to be seeing the Great Aspire falling now as well. Absolutely nothing that Slice is going to be able to do to stop that, as it's completely focused down by all the 3-3 roaches of your mum, and they deal so much damage. They can go through these buildings so quickly. It's a real pain in the arse for Zerg buildings to have to die like that. Now we're also seeing the burrowed roaches there. I really like it. It'd be quite nice, to be honest, to see some vision here in the base of Slice there, as that's now going to cook. They're now going to pop back up, and with the army just flying away, it's not looking good there for Slice, as this hive will be falling here under this pressure, and that's such a setback there for Slice. Is he going to get it? Yes, he does. It falls, and obviously now your mum is going to hopefully be able to, your mum is going to be cleared up here, I think, by Slice. Now we are seeing the overseers come in, so those roaches are doomed at this stage of the engagement, but with such valuable tech being out there for your mum, it's really difficult to see what Slice might be able to do here. I mean, yes, he's got the Broodlords out, but now Slice has the time to get his 5th base up here that he's just put down there, and yeah, he's going to be generally ahead on economy and army as well, because, well, he's taken out so much of Slice tech there. So it should be, we've got the hatchery turning into a layer here at the back now, so we should be starting to see some more tech buildings coming down again for Slice here, although he's really struggling at this stage. So with that in mind, he's going to be moving out across the map. He needs to try and do some damage if he can, I feel. Although with your mum's army moving out as well, she's going to be looking to absolutely brutalise Slice here if she can get the right sort of engagement. So really, it's very much in Slice's engagement here. It's up to him at this stage to make or break the game, as he needs to make sure he gets a really good engagement on these troops of your mum, get the right fungals down, and then just keep the Broodlords going, because obviously if you've got 5 Broodlords down, there's a lot of damage you can be doing there with this many units, and all the lings are going to be wasted there, unfortunately. That's a bit of a shame. We've seen some fungals down as well here on the units of Slice, and this is really bad for Slice, as it does look like the thick of his anti-air units there are going to be completely stopped in their tracks, as well as that. I mean, it's not the right units, actually, to be fair. Your mum did manage to get the fungal on the wrong units there, and with Slice getting his Broodlords fungled, all those are going to be falling now as well under the weight of these Hydralisks, and it does look like Slice will be actually losing his whole army once again there, and there he is. He's out the game. No GG, unfortunately, but well played by your mum, to be honest. She's done a fantastic job. She usually does, let's face it. You know, she's a pretty good character in the scheme of things, and she was completely able to take out the Forster Slice there once again. Now, I'm not really sure what Slice could have done there. To be honest, I'm unsure about the textures on this map, because, like, what the hell is wrong with the colour of this third base? It's all a bit weird, really. But yeah, to be honest, Slice needed to be a bit more on top of his upgrades there. Take advantage of the advantages when he had them, when he was ahead on Army Supply and on similar upgrades, and really could have done a little bit more in that sense. But at the same time, you know, he was trying to keep up. He was doing a good job, and it was just a little bit of a shame that he fell down to the immense skills of your mum here with her beautiful macro play and getting all the upgrades up at the right time. So well, once again, thanks for watching. It's been CasualCraft episode 26, and I'll be back for another episode tomorrow. So thanks once again. I've been RedRipz, your Dreadlock caster, Renegade Master, whatever the shit it is I'm supposed to be saying at the beginning end of things. GG, well played both players. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye-bye.